So this is my kingdom, far as the eye can see.
So this is my kingdom as far as I can see. So this is my kingdom as far as I can see. This is our receptionist, Pam. This is our receptionist, Pam.
This is our receptionist, Pam.
This is our receptionist, Pam. This is our receptionist, Pam. How many times have I told you that? How many times have I told you that? How many times have I told you? How many times have I told you?
I told you that there's...
Corporate really doesn't interfere in at all. 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 Corporate doesn't really... Corporate doesn't really... Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all. Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all.
Jan Levittson Gould. Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all. Jan Levittson Gould.
Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all. Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all. Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all. Corporate really doesn't interfere with me at all.
I call her Hillary Rodham Clinton. I call her Hillary Rodham Clinton. Not to her face, because, well, not because I'm scared of her.
Because I'm not scared of her.
Because I'm not.
Because I'm not.
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
As written.
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Add to the agenda. 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 Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Oh, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything? Was there anything? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? 아우 진짜 환장하네 진짜. Add to the agenda. 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 Add to the agenda.
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda.
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? To the agenda. To the agenda. Add 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 to the agenda.
Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Was there anything you wanted to add to the? Was there anything you wanted to add to the? Was there anything you wanted to? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Well, I faxed one over to you this morning.
Well, I faxed one over to you this morning. Well, I faxed one over to you this morning.
Well, I faxed one over to you this morning.
Well, I faxed one over to you this morning. Well, I faxed one over to you this morning. Well, I faxed one over to you this morning. Well, I faxed one over to you this morning.
Well, I faxed one over to you this morning.
I faxed you over to the morning. Oh, I faxed you over to the morning. I faxed one over to you this morning. I faxed one over to you this morning. I faxed 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 one over to you this morning. I faxed one over to you this morning. Faxed over. I faxed over to you. I faxed over to you. I faxed one over to you this morning. I faxed one over to you
I
this
faxed one
morning.
over to you this morning.
Over to you. Over to you. Over to you. Over to you. Over to you.
I faxed one over to you this morning. Faxed one over to you this morning. 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 Over to you this morning.
Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this morning. Over to you this. When I faxed one over to you this morning. When I faxed one over to you this morning. I faxed one over to you this morning. I faxed one over to you this. I faxed one over to you this morning. I faxed one over to you
I
this
faxed
morning.
one over to you this morning.
Really? Because I didn't. Did we get a fax this morning? Because the company runs on efficiency of communication, right? Because the company runs on efficiency of communication. So what's the problem, Pam? Why didn't get it? So what's the problem, Pam? Why didn't?
You put it in the garbage can that was a special filing cabinet.
You put it in the garbage can. There was a special filing cabinet. Put it in the garbage can. There was a special filing cabinet.
You put it in the garbage can that was a special filing cabinet.
Yeah. That was a joke. That was a joke that was actually my brother's, and it was supposed to be with bills, and it doesn't work great with fax.
Was supposed to be with bills and doesn't work great with fax. 이거 봐봐. 이게 하나가 됐잖아. 이러면 안 될 것 같은데. 이러면 안 되지. 짜게야 될 것 같아. 이게? 뭐야? 잘해야겠어. 무식하게 굉장히 무식하게 할 수밖에 없겠어. 넘어졌어. 아이고. 이게 맞나? 그래, 맞아. 이게 맞을 것 같아.
Now I don't know what to do. Everybody starts looking at me.
They weren't looking at you before. They weren't looking at you before.
They weren't looking at you before?
And then this guy with the big hammer said that you might be here, and you are.
So you might be here, you are.
And then this guy with the big hammer said that you might be here, and you are.
Can I get you some coffee? Decaf. Can I get you some coffee? Decaf. Hey, everybody, this is Rachel, another Lincoln High survivor.
Guys, survivor.
Hey, everybody, this is Rachel at This is everybody. This is Chandler. This is everybody. This is Chandler and Joey. And you remember my brother? So you want to tell us now, or are we waiting for 4 wet bridesmaids? So you want to tell us now, or are we?
Oh God. Well, it started about a half hour before the wedding. Oh God. Well, it started about a half hour before the wedding. I was in this room where we were keeping all the presents.
Keeping all the presents.
I was in this room where we were keeping all the presents. And I was looking at this gravy boat. This really gorgeous Limoges gravy boat. I realized that I was more turned on by this gravy boat than by Barry.
뭔 새끼야? 아이고야. 안 돼. 살아있어. Uncle Marshall was taking the biggest moment of his life. Uncle Marshall is taking his biggest moment of his life.
Uncle Marshall was taking the biggest step of his life. And me? I'm calling up your Uncle Barney.
Uncle Marshall was taking the biggest step of his life. Uncle Marshall was taking the biggest step of his life. Uncle Marshall was taking the big step of his life. Uncle Marshall was taking the big step of his life. 전혀 기억이 안 나는데.
Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met?
Have you forgot what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgot what I said to you the night we met? Forgotten.
Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met?
Forgotten. Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? The night we met? The night we met? The night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met?
Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met?
Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Have you forgotten what I said to
Have
you?
you forgotten what I said to you the night we met? Dad, I'm gonna teach you how to live. Barney, we met at the urinal.
I'm gonna teach you how to live.
Dad, I'm gonna teach you how to live. Barney.
All right.
Lesson 1, lose the goatee. It doesn't go with your suit.
왜 이러는 거야 도대체? Lose the goatee. It doesn't go with your suit.
All right. Lesson 1, lose the goatee. It doesn't go with your suit.
I'm not wearing a suit.
Lesson 2, get a suit. Suits are cool. Exhibit A.
Exhibit A.
I'm not wearing a suit.
Lesson 2, get a suit. Suits are cool. Exhibit A. Lesson 3, don't even think about getting married till you're 30.
30. Right. You're right.
Don't even think about it getting married. Don't even think about it getting married. Don't even think about it getting married till you're 30. Don't even think about it getting married till you're 30.
Lesson 3, don't even think about getting married till...
I guess it's just your best friend gets engaged. You start thinking about that stuff.
I thought I was your best friend.
I guess it's just your best friend gets engaged, you start thinking about that stuff.
I thought I was your best friend.
I guess it's just your best friend get engaged. You start thinking about the stuff. I thought I was you.
I guess it's just your best friend gets engaged.
Good, then as your best friend, I suggest we play a little game I like to call Have You Met Ted?
What? No, what?
Have you met Ted? Have you met Ted?
Just text me. All right, that's not going to happen.
You're not wearing the skirt. You're not wearing the skirt.
And wow, you're not wearing that outfit.
You're not wearing the outfit.
Interesting, Jake. What is the fantasy?
Gloria, they're 0-6. Let's take it down a notch.
Let's take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch.
She's from the city.
아이고야. 아이고야 죽겠네 진짜. 정말 이게 뭐냐. 이상.
He's from the city. He has big business. It's the #1 village in North Colombia for all the...
Come on, Coach. You gotta take that kid out.
You gotta take the kid out. 아 진짜 참. 아 이제. 뭐야 문제가. 정신이. 이런 적이 한 번도 없었는데 몇 년 동안. 열받아. I've been dating for 4 months. I think that's too soon to meet parents. For 4 months, I think that's too soon to meet parents.
We've been dating for 4 months, and I think that's too soon to meet her parents.
You just walk into his office without noticing his staff isn't here. You just walk into his office without noticing his staff isn't here. You just walk into his office without noticing his staff isn't here. You just walk into his office without noticing his staff isn't here. Without noticing them.
He just walked into his office without noticing that his staff isn't here.
Without noticing them. Without noticing them. Without noticing that his staff isn't here. Without noticing that his staff isn't here. You just walk into his office. You just walk into his office. Just walk into his office without noticing that his staff isn't here. Just walk into his office without noticing that his staff isn't here. Just walk into his office without noticing his staff. Oh, 참나. Just walk into his office without noticing his
He
staff.
just walked into his office without noticing that his staff isn't here.
컨디션이 안 좋네. I got strict orders from the car not to say anything before he's talked to you first.
I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he's talked to you first.
I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie.
Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office.
아, 이거 왜 이러지? 뭔가 문제가 있는데? 새 거를 할 때만 이렇게 문제를 발생했어. 문제가 뭐지?
Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office.
아하, 참네. 지주.
Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office. Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office.
Now?
He said as soon as you come in.
What? You're Ellen?
As soon as you come in. He said 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 as soon as you come in.
What's the part that you know that I don't?
What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? Part that you know that
What's the part that you know that I don't?
What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? You know that I don't. That you know that I don't. What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't?
Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office. Charlie Skinner needs to see you in his office.
As soon as you come in. He said as soon as you come in. He said as soon as you come in. He said as soon as you come in.
Now?
He said as soon as you come in.
What?
He said as
You're
soon
Ellen?
He said as
You're
soon
Ellen?
What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't? What's the part that you know that I don't?
What's the part that you know that I don't?
What's the part that you know that I don't? 쉽지가 않네. Was anything? 아이고야. 아이고야. 왕신이랑 머릿속 다정한구만 진짜. 왜 그럴까? 참 신기하다.